We've heard a lot from the industry, all the OEMs, all the airlines, airport authorities, countries as well, about the developments that people want to see.
Yeah.
Having the right product, having the right traffic codes as well, understanding your airline and your business and where you want to fly to. Now, as Embraer, you do have customers here in Africa. What is your recommendation in terms of placing the right aircraft fleet within African airlines?
Yeah, thanks for your question. We obviously are one of the largest original equipment manufacturers in Africa. We have over 300 Embraers flying with 75 plus operators throughout Middle East and Africa, and we take a lot of pride in that. I think, the narrative for us in the African market's always been very clear. We are all about right-sizing the markets more than anything. We're finding that 90% plus of the departures within Africa at the moment, have less than 70% load factor. And when you plug that into a base level economics, it means that a lot of the flights are probably traveling with less than 100 passengers. And Embraer's realized that the aircraft that we've produced is the right fit for the market, because we produce aircraft typically in the 37 to 125 seater segments. Of course, we can take the aircraft all the way up to 140 seats with our modern E2. But if you look at it on a running average, we're supplying the market with an aircraft that can probably take about 100 to 120 seats. And that creates an opportunity for you to connect city pairs that you wouldn't have been able to connect otherwise using narrow bodies as a point one. Point two is that you can also create appetite within your fleet to go for multiple frequencies and to really create a market sentiment whereby, you are connecting tier 2, tier 3 cities to tier 1 hubs, and then you can feed the wide bodies, which we obviously don't manufacture. But of course, that's how we play in tandem with the Boeings and the Airbuses of the world. But on our own merits, I think, if the aircraft didn't exist in this market, there would be a severe shortage of sort of capacity, because it's very difficult to connect two small cities with a large aircraft. And I think there's enough documented proof of that. And the second side of it is that the economics behind connecting two small cities, or a small city to a big city, with the wrong aircraft can really hurt your balance sheets in the long run. I think overall, as a summary, the aircraft that we've introduced to the market, it has three key objectives. Number one, as I said, it's to right size the market. It's to create the right sizing mechanism, and it's to spread the market knowledge that you can actually have an aircraft that commands the right size and connects the right city pairs. The second option here, or the second suggestion from our side, is financial sustainability. At the end of the day, you need to create an environment for airlines whereby you are completely financially sustainable and you're not relying on constant bailouts, or, you're running yourself into balance sheet problems. It needs to be a society that we need to educate, whereby all airlines need to have financial sustainability in the back of their heads. And Embraer has really, really pushed on that. And the last bit at the end of the day is just more than anything, it's about connectivity. AviaDev is an African air connectivity conference. Embraer is all about African air connectivity, and that's why we are long-standing partners. But really speaking, connectivity can't happen unless you create the market space and the market appetite. And truth be told, a lot of the markets in Africa wouldn't have existed had it not been for Embraers. So we take a lot of pride. We've been in this market for 30 plus years. We introduced ourselves into the market with the EMB 110s, the 120s, the turboprops with 29 seats. And now we have the longest flights flying on an E2 platform, 6 hours and 20 minutes from Lagos to Johannesburg. So it shows you the product evolution that we've carried on. But the culture remains the same. The culture is all about right sizing, financial sustainability, and connectivity.